For the last 2.5 years, an Oakhurst family has opened its doors to the homeless, giving those who need it a second chance. The Prentice family says it's a calling, and it all started with Thanksgiving and a revelation in 2010, and a victim of Hurricane Katrina as well. Justin Willis joins us with more on this inspiring story. Justin.
Well, sounds a little risky, right? Taking complete strangers into your own home. But the Prentice family knows it's a sacrifice. And what would a sacrifice be without risk? Shelley Arnest brought her granddaughter with her to tell us the story of her second chance. Her daughter's shirt reads, "Love is everything." An experience with the Prentice family in Oakhurst would prove that.
Someone thought about us and blessed us.
Shelley was in Oakhurst in 2005 while Hurricane Katrina destroyed her home in Biloxi, Mississippi. She didn't have anything to go back to. No home, no money. Eventually, thanks to Sierra Vista Presbyterian Church, she and her grandkids were able to stay in this hotel. Not ideal, but it was her only option. Tough times hit Shelley again in 2010, just as Lori Prentice was preparing her family's Thanksgiving meal.
I had a physical sensation, a physical feeling that I didn't want the food. I wasn't sick, I was perfectly healthy.
So Lori called her pastor at Sierra Vista Presbyterian and asked him if he knew anyone that needed a warm Thanksgiving meal. He referred her to a room at the hotel, Shelley's room.
She answered the door, and I recognized inside that there was a child in there that my child had played sports with. And it tore me up.
So Lori and her husband Jay invited Shelley and her grandkids to stay with them. No rent, no chores.
They wouldn't allow me to give them any money, and they just opened their home to us just as if we were family.
We told them it was just get your feet underneath you, don't think about it anymore, just relax.
It was the second chance Shelley needed. A couple years later, and Shelley is already semi-retired. She's got her own home in Oakhurst, and she's keeping busy, helping prepare a community garden with her friends Daryl and Kathy. Meanwhile, the Prentice family has helped about 6 or 7 other families. Rooms in their home have been converted. You might think these were 4-star Yosemite hotel rooms.
We tore out the makeup sink and we put a little kitchenette in there.
And you might have noticed that closet that had been emptied onto the dining room table there. Well, it's part of the sacrifice. And as far as the risk, well, there's a heavy line of questioning when they take on guests. But knowing a family is back on their feet makes it all worthwhile, and it's a lesson in love for the Prentice children. But
the children's book about the Prentice family's experience will soon be published as well. It's called The Best Dinner I Never Ate. It's based on the meal that Lori donated. Good story, Justin. Thanks.